Hi, I'm Joe. I'm back with a new podcast. Okay, in this podcast, I'm going to cover something about straps. Okay, um, I know most of you here might already have straps, or you might not have straps, or you're considering what strap to use. Um, okay. First of all, I think the most common strap that you guys always see. Okay, most people have it, and I think guitarists all use it lah. If you've seen anyone playing guitar, you should see them having this kind of strap. Okay, with the exception of classical guitar. Okay, electric acoustic guitar they use this kind of straps. For classical guitar, no, we don't use straps. Okay, we actually use footstools. We sit down and we play. Okay, but you don't need to worry about that. Okay, just remember that common straps are like that lah. Okay. Okay, so one of the most common straps you see around is something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, like mine is made of leather. Um, it doesn't matter whether you're buying leather or not lah. Okay, it can be made of nylon. Um, the important thing to know is that for guitar, they tend to have thicker straps, especially if you buy the branded ones like Fender or Gibson. Those kind of straps are a little bit more they're thicker, and of course, I mean obviously they're more expensive lah because they're branded. Some of them got very nice artwork on it and things like that. But you don't need something like that for ukuleles because it's very light. The instrument is very light, so you can just go for a very thin strap. Okay, it can either be a very thin leather strap or it can be just a normal like thin nylon strap. Okay, and this strap actually you notice there's two ends of it now with holes on them. Okay, there's two ends of it. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to actually put on the strap like that. Okay, um, okay. Now if you notice the strap right, the two ends. Okay, one of the end actually has you can see that it has two right, like or rather it's a loop lah. Okay, this is a loop end actually. This is the thing that you use to adjust the strap longer or shorter. It's like a belt. Okay, it's like a belt. Yeah, so you adjust it longer or shorter using this thing. Okay. I mean, you guys have carried haversacks and all that. You can actually see they have something like that, right? To lengthen or to shorten the shoulder straps. So that's exactly what it is, lah. Okay. So this end, okay, the one with two, this is the one that you use to connect over to the input jack, the jack end of your ukulele. What I mean by the jack end? This is a jack. Okay. Any ukulele that has a pickup under saddle pickup. Okay. I explained before in my previous video about the piezo under saddle pickup. That's actually connected to this thing. Okay. You can't really see it because inside there's a lot of wiring that is neatly tucked away, so you don't really see the wiring. But there's a lot inside. If I really pull out, I think I got maybe like a few meters long cable inside, man. Or a few meters long cabling going around the inside. Okay. So anyway, this is the jack. This is jack pin. Okay, the jack end of it. So what you do is that you take this end, okay, the one that's two, and you go over the jack pin like that. Okay. It's a bit hard for me to do this video while. Okay, but you get the idea lah. Okay, it's hard for me to do the video while trying to put in the. It's a bit tight actually. It's a little bit tight. Okay, but it looks something like that. Okay, so it goes in. You can see. You see this end? It goes in like that. Okay. Goes in like, now this the end over here. Okay, or rather, if you notice, the other side has the same thing as well. You see, this thing might be a little bit difficult to get into this input jack. Okay, the reason for this is because the input jack is big, it's bigger than the hole, and you might not really be able to get it into the hole. Okay, so one of the tricks that we use to get it into the hole. Okay, I'll just use this end as an example. Okay, if you notice there's a hole right, followed by a little slit down here, right? Okay, if it's too small to get over the jack pin, you can use one of those like box cutters. You know what's a box cutter? A box cutter is like let me show you what is a box cutter. I'm not sure if I have one here. Something like that. Okay, this is a box cutter. So if you can't get it over the input jack, you use a box cutter, and you slice down like that. You slice it downwards. Slice this part a little bit downwards. Okay, just slice it a little bit downwards. Okay, just be careful. Don't cut your hands. Don't cut your finger off now. Okay, some people do and they get cut. It's a little bit dangerous. Just put it on the table and hold it this way and slowly in a slow sawing motion, because this leather, it will not. It's not like box cutters going through paper or going through cardboard. This cutter is very sharp. It will go through paper or cardboard very easily. Okay, but through leather, it takes a little bit of sawing before it goes through. It's not so simple. It's not that easy to do. Okay, so just be careful when you cut, and don't cut the slit too much. Just a little bit, just tiny little bit, maybe like just a few few millimeters deeper, so that you can open up the hole, and then go over the jack. Okay. Uh, Now don't worry if this thing gets loose after a while. Sorry. Actually, mine is kind of loose after a while. Okay. Mine is kind of seasoned because I've been using it for many years already. So it's kind of seasoned. So actually, you see, if I pull it, it comes off already. See, it's very, mine is kind of loose. Now it doesn't really matter. Okay, it doesn't really matter because uh, end of the day, right? End of the day, when you do performance, okay, if you're going to play, uh, when you connect up to a PA system or to an amplifier, this is the 1/4 inch cable. When you plug in the cable over here, what happens? You notice that the cable holds this strap in place, so it won't come out. Okay, it basically won't come out. I mean, to get this strap out, you have to actually unplug the cable and pull out the strap. So it's not possible it will drop lah. Okay. Yeah, especially when this kind of pins are quite this kind of cable pins, once they go in, some of them are really tight. Okay, so they won't come out. It's not that easy to come out. So you don't need to worry. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, what do you actually do with the other end? What do you do with this end? Okay. Now, this end, some people use a string and they tie it. They loop the string through under the strings. This is the headstock and this is the neck, right? This part is actually a neck. Okay, this entire neck is a neck. This is actually the head, right? Okay, this is called head or headstock. They put strings. They put a piece of nylon string under the string. Okay. I mean, one of those like any kind of string lah. They use to tie like, or shoelace even. Just cut a length of shoelace and just go under the string, and you can actually tie through this hole over here. Okay. So you actually make the instrument like that. Okay. Now there's another way that we have lah. It doesn't matter whether you tie with a cord. I won't say string. Actually, it's a nylon cord. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you use a nylon cord or whether you can use something like that. Sorry, mine is a little bit seasoned, so you can see it's kind of like, yeah, it's a little bit. It looks very used and very worn out. What is this? What this does, right? Is actually basically it goes through the strings. It goes under the strings. Let me see if I can remember how to put it on. Yeah. Okay, it goes under the strings, and then oh no, sorry, it should be, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then it goes out from the hole, the loop. Okay, it goes through the loop, goes through everything, blah blah blah, and then you pull it tight. Okay, like that. Okay. Now this end over here, you see this end over here that has two buttons, right? This is where the strap actually goes in lah. So so for example, like if I'm going to go through, I just go through the hole over here. I have to push it a little bit. Okay. I hope you can see it like that. And then I just use the two buttons and I just button them together. Like that. See? So my uke actually looks something like, my this thing is a bit old, so you can see it's a little bit flaking. There's like little pieces of the the previous I don't know what is coming off lah. Maybe it's time for me to change. but it still works fine lah, even though the leather, the coating of the leather actually is coming out, you see. But overall the strap, I mean this part it's still leather, so it lasts a long time. You can strong, see, it's really strong. Okay. So yeah, that's how you do it lah. Okay. So obviously when you put it through, you put in your arm, the strumming arm, you go over your arm and then you play it. You hold it so you can hands free, you see, you can actually like, okay, something like this lah, okay. Yeah, that's how we get strapped on, okay. Okay, now now we know what the normal kind of strap looks like and how you use it. Okay. Um, there's another kind of strap that I want to talk about, but unfortunately, I don't have a sample with me because I've stopped using these kind of straps for like more than 10 years ago. So I used to have it for my custom guitar, but I don't use it anymore. Um, it's a type that actually goes under the ukulele. That means, sorry, you wear it around your neck. It's like a lanyard, okay? It's like a lanyard, and then you go underneath the body of the ukulele. There's a little hook, and it hooks onto this part of the sound hole, and you can rest it on the strap. Now those kind of straps, right? Those kind of straps are actually they are how you say those kind of straps are actually straps which are contact straps. It means the moment you put it on, you cannot let go of the instrument. Okay, you must have at least one supporting arm, either gripping the instrument under your arm, under your armpit. Okay, or you need to hold it with your left hand or something like that. But you cannot let go. There must be a single point of contact of it from your body to the instrument. If not, it will flip over and drop on the floor. Okay, and you'll damage the ukulele. So the hook strap things that even though they are easy to use lah, but you need to be careful when using them. Okay, uh, you must remember that if you let go of both hands, it will drop. It will drop. Okay, it's different from this kind of straps which you can put in. Okay, now there is pros and cons. It depends on what you are really looking for. Okay, um, the thing about using the normal kind of straps like that. Okay, the good and the bad about it is that there are some people who own ukuleles without the pickup because they don't need to perform on stage. So there's no point for them buying one with a pickup, right? So if you buy one without a pickup, you will actually have to install a strap button. I don't have one here with a strap button, but I want to demo to you guys how it looks like. Okay, anyway, it's okay. Strap buttons, you can just go to Google and search guitar strap buttons, and you'll see a lot of tiny little cute little things like that. They have silver, they have gold color, they have black, they have um, some of them come in a multitude of colors. Those are called strap buttons, and there's a screw that goes in, okay, and they actually need to drill the end of your ukulele to install the strap button. Okay, some people install only one button, some people install two buttons. Okay, some of them they install the strap button one at the base of the ukulele and one more probably at the heel area. Okay, or somewhere near the heel area as well, somewhere here. Okay, some of them they actually do that lah. Yeah, it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter, but the point is that those are called strap buttons. Okay, now uh, the things that some people might actually buy later on, maybe not now, because if a beginner you won't own a ute that is that expensive, but later on you might need to buy. I mean, as you get better and better, you might actually upgrade and you might purchase ukuleles which are really expensive. Okay, I don't mean in a $100 range. I'm talking about at least $1,000 range, $1,600 to $2,000 range kind, maybe even more depending on depending on how good you get, how professional you get, how great you are at playing. Because if you are once you get to a level where your skills are really good, you might even go for a custom made kind of ukulele, that can cost up to like maybe $2,000 to $3,000. So when that happens, right, some people they feel they feel like I don't want to drill my uke, man. I feel sad having to let people drill and install the strap button for me. Some people feel that way, especially with expensive ukuleles. Okay, I would like to clarify that actually it is okay to drill holes to install strap buttons even on very expensive ukuleles. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, um, I have I have ukuleles which are installed with strap buttons as well that cost over $2,000. Tommy has even more than me. He has like 20, what I think 24. At the current count is maybe 24, 23 or 24. 24 high-end ukes that cost like between like maybe $4,000 to $5,000. Okay, sorry, about maybe $3,000 to $5,000 kind of instruments that has strap buttons installed on them. Okay, so it really depends, lah. It really depends. The point is that strap buttons. I mean, it's all about how you want to keep the ukulele the original condition of what it was like. Some people they collect, so they don't want to drill, so they just buy a hook strap lah. Okay, but hook strap you have to be careful also because if you buy a cheap kind of hook strap. These are called hook straps, by the way. If you buy a cheap hook strap from one of those like neighborhood shops or guitar shops, whatever, somewhere, you notice that the hooks are plastic. Once they hook onto your ukulele, you know, you have to be careful. When you remove them, you need to be careful. There's a chance you might actually scratch the instrument, especially if you have high gloss, or you might actually accidentally, rip off the side of the sound hole. You must understand that the soundboard, which is this part, the top, is actually quite a thin piece of wood. Okay, so if you have a hook strap, you must be careful. When you take out, you just take it out carefully, because if you pull it out suddenly, it may just rip off that little bit of wood from your sound hole and you damage your instrument. Okay, so just be careful. Just be careful. Okay, uh, preferably if you own a more expensive ukulele and you don't want to drill holes to install strap buttons for whatever reasons. Okay, um, maybe you feel I don't feel like drilling a hole. I love my ukulele so much, that kind of thing. Some sentimental values, okay. And you don't want to drill holes for whatever reason. You can get a hook strap, but my advice to you is get a really good one. Okay, if you guys have seen videos of the famous ukulele player Jake Shimabukuro, okay, this guy is like ranked probably at the top currently. Jake uses a very interesting kind of hook strap. You can see that has a big gut in front of it. Okay, and the hook behind is actually all totally like a padded or rather velvet, it's made of velvet. So when you put it on, right, it doesn't scratch his ukulele. You see. And you must understand that Jake uses a custom-made kamaka, fully custom-made for himself. And the custom-made kamaka that he uses is easily well over $10,000 US, more than 10K USD. So it is a really expensive instrument. Okay, so he cannot afford to go and scratch his instrument or whatever. So he uses that kind of hook strap, but it's a very high-end kind of a hook strap. Okay, with a big gut. And okay, yeah, the big gut that goes over it actually is to prevent scratches. So when he strums really fast, his fingernail will not scratch the instrument surface. Okay. Now this kind of hook strap, okay, the similar one that Jake uses, Tommy actually has a supplier that sells this kind of thing. Those of you who are interested, those of you who own expensive ukes or for whatever reason you're interested, go and look for Tommy. Okay, he has such things. Okay, very cool stuff. Okay, I personally I don't use hook straps. So I'm fine with it. I just drill holes and just put in strap buttons because I like it that way. Yeah, but the hook strap is a good option to explore. And some people may not like a strap over their shoulders. They just want something like a lanyard over their neck. So it's up to you. There's no right and wrong about this. Okay. Now, the thing that I want to debunk, every time I do my videos, I would have a short debunking session. Okay. One of the things I want to debunk that I've heard a lot this kind of myths going around in the local ukulele community in Singapore, where I heard people say, without a strap you can't play. Okay, some people say, oh, you got no strap, you got no hook strap, or you got no strap button installed, you cannot play. You got no straps. Not true. Okay, I'm going to debunk this myth once and for all. Usually, the problem with players not being able to grip the instrument and hold it and play it without the strap is something that is caused by fundamentals. When they're being taught by their teachers or their instructors, their own teachers or instructors do not know that there's an actual correct way of gripping and holding the instrument, right? So they teach them that, oh, you must have a strap installed. Without a strap, you can't play. I mean, standing up, okay? No, I'm not talking about sitting down. Sitting down, no problem. Everyone knows that. But standing up is a problem. And this is wrong because it's not true. Okay, you can actually still play it. Okay? You can see that I'm not having the strap around my neck, around my body, right? You can just grip it with your arm, okay? Using this part of your forearm to grip the instrument. You see? So I can be sitting or I can be standing, okay? And the instrument won't drop. I can still play. Okay? mean, it's the same. It doesn't matter. Okay, it might be a little bit difficult, but over time you can train yourself to balance the instrument and hold it even without a strap, and you can play perfectly fine. Okay. It's all about how you want to hold and how you want to play an instrument. So with or without strap, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, it's just a matter of training and skill. Okay, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, you can't play without a strap," blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just excuses. Okay, it's not true. It's either lack of knowledge, not being taught well, or just excuses lah. Everyone can do it. Okay, if you train properly, you can do it. It's a matter of it's all a matter of it's all a matter of a discipline. How you actually train yourself to hold and play the instrument. Okay, yeah. So that's about it for straps lah. Okay. Um, yeah, and any questions you can just leave it on the comments and let us know lah. And I'll talk to you more about straps. Okay, thank you.